Hi, hello, namaste. Welcome back to Needs of Children. We are discussing about 10th standard English medium social science. In that, history, unit number 4, continued part of opposition to British rule in Karnataka. In the previous session, we get the information about the rebel of Dundiya Bagh, Kitturu Rani Chennamma and Sangolli Rayanna fought against the Britishers. Let's come to in this session, the continued part who rebelled against British from the Karnataka. Rebellion of Amarasulya. This rebellion was basically a farmers' rebellion. This rebellion needs to be understood in the backdrop of political situations prevalent in coastal Karnataka and Kodagu regions during 1835 to 1837. The British dethroned the Kodagu rulers Chikkaveera Rajendra of Haleri dynasty in 1834. He was later transferred to Vellore through Bengaluru and later to Kashi. This incident created political instability in Kodagu. So here is the photo of ruler of Kodagu, Chikkaveera Rajendra of Haleri. Among that, Swami Aparampara, Kalyana Swami and Puttabasappa. These organized a rebellion against this. All the three declared that they are the part of Haleri dynasty. They ruled Kodagu. Among that, Swami Aparampara assumed the leadership of the rebellion. He was captured in 1834 and shifted to Bengaluru. Similarly, Kalyana Swami was captured in 1837 and placed in Mysuru prison. So here you can see the area of Kodagu province, which was under the control of the Haleri dynasty, Coorg. Puttabasappa. The people of Lower Kodagu continued the rebellion after the capture of Kalyana Swami. Sulya, Bellare and Putturu, the major places of Kannada region, were part of Amarasulya. It is interesting to note that a farmer named Puttabasappa as Kalyana Swami. This Puttabasappa later presented himself as Swami Aparampara. This also notes the fluid nature of the rebellion. Puttabasappa took over the leadership of the rebellion. The rebellion started in the hilly region. Puttabasappa organized the rebels and calmed down the people. He declared that tax on tobacco and salt will be withdrawn if the rebel government assumes power. The rich farmers, landowners and local chieftains were assured of this move. The capture of the government office in Bellare was the first move in this rebellion. Meanwhile, Puttabasappa killed an Amaldar who was known for his brutality, further increased the popularity of Puttabasappa. This incident gained more support for the rebellion and the rebellion became more famous. The rebels marched towards Mangaluru to capture it. The British were engaged in fortifying their fort in Mangaluru. The rebels marched towards Mangaluru through Pani Mangaluru and Bantwal. They looted the treasury and prison of Bantwal. The British sought the army of Talacheri, Kannuru and Bombay to quell this uprising. On hearing this development, Puttabasappa and his associated fled towards Sulia. The British captured them with the help of people in Kodagu. Puttabasappa, Lakshmanappa, Bangarasa, Kedambadi, Ramaya Gowda and Guddemane Appaya were hanged till death, though the rebellion failed. It has an important place in the history of rebellions against the British. These are the peoples, those who are rebelled against the British. The rebellion of Surapura and Koppal. So let's come to the rebel from Surapura. Surapura is at 50 kilometers from the present day Yadgir. This was an important place since the rule of Mughals. During the reign of Nizam of Hyderabad and Marathas, it became a vassal state. Later, most of the territory was lost and Surapura remained restricted to a smaller territory. During the reign of Venkatappa, it raised a rebellion against British. Among that, the person named called as Venkatappa Nayaka came to throne after the death of his father Krishna Nayaka. He was born in 1834 and came to be thrown in an early age. His ascendance to throne was opposed by Krishna Nayaka's brother Pedda Nayaka. This resulted in internal struggles. The British interfered in the affairs of Surapura in 1842. They appointed Midas Taylor as their political agent and gained proxy power over Surapura. Taylor was a reformist. He developed Surapura princely state. Peddanayaka was appointed as the Diwan of state. Taylor conducted the land survey of the kingdom. The revenue of the state increased due to the measures implemented by Taylor. He took measures to educate Venkatappa Nayaka properly. He came to power in 1853. So, rebellion of Surapura, the British government was observing the various developments of Surapura. In 1857, it came to the notice of government that representative of Nana Sahib were present in Surapura. This made the British suspicious of king's intentions. So the British appointed an officer named Campbell to report on various activities of the king. The officer submitted a report to the resident of Hyderabad that king is involved in misadministration. Venkatappa Nayaka is usually presented as the leader of 1857 revolution in Karnataka by the historians. The British army captured Surapura in 1858. The war continued. There are confusions regarding Venkatappa Nayaka's end. So the British army captured Surapura in 1858. The war continued. There are confusions regarding Venkatappa Nayaka's end. So thus the death of Venkatappa Nayaka's end, the rebel of Surapura, it is come to an end. Now the next, Veerappa of Koppal. Koppal rebellion is an important rebellion in the various armed rebellions against the British. The Koppal and the surrounding regions were under the rule of Nizam of Hyderabad. There were exploitations. This enraged a few zamindars who rebelled against the Nizam. Veerappa is an important person among the rebels. Veerappa, who was a zamindar, rebelled against the British and occupied the fort of Koppal and other forts in the vicinity. Many farmers and zamindars supported after realizing his motives. The British contacted the Nizam and employed their army to defeat Veerappa. Veerappa, who had lesser soldiers, died fighting the army of the British. The British captured back the fort of Koppal. Though this rebellion was short-lived when Veerappa proved himself to be a good warrior. And the next one more rebellion of Bedas of Halagali. Halagali is a small village of Mudhol Taluk of Belgaum district. This was a part of Mudhol Principality. In 1857, the British banned the usage of weapons. The Bedas, who always kept guns as a part of custom, and they were good hunters. They rebelled against the British when they were asked to surrender their firearms. The Bedas of Manturu, Bodani, Alagundi and others joined Halagali Bedas. The British army entered Halagali village to suppress the rebellion. They suppressed the Bedas in an inhuman way. All the rebels were hanged till death. So thus the rebel of Bedas of Halagali has come to an end. So that's it about the overall lesson of the opposition British to rule in Karnataka. So I hope you have understood till now what we are discussed. In case if you are having any doubts, the entire lesson you can comment in the comment box. I will solve your doubts. I will come back with the next video. Until, keep watching my channel. Thank you. Have a nice day. See you in the next session. Bye bye. Take care.